Do you know the waist size considered healthy for women? Less than 35 inches. According to research, women with a waist size higher than 35 inches have a 3 times the risk of death from heart disease compared to women with a normal weight and a normal waist size. So having a small waist is not just about looking good. It can literally help you live longer. But just because you have a small waist doesn't mean you're safe. Because some people genetically have a slim waist, but they still have excess fat stored around the arms, thighs, and the butt. And here's the thing, excess fat is dangerous regardless of where it is stored. So you still need to implement the habits that I'm about to share with you. Now, you will agree with me that having a small waist after 40 years can be challenging because of pregnancies, metabolism slowing down, and hormonal changes. But it is not impossible. You just need to implement the habits that I'm about to share with you and be consistent. Now, before we get started, if you have a tape measure, I would like you to take it out and measure your waistline. Place it around your belly button and measure the circumference without tucking in your belly. Mine is around 32 inches, but this is not about me. So measure, and then after 1 week, measure again. If you're consistent with these habits, your waistline will be slimmer. Let's dive right in. The first step will literally make your waist smaller in less than 1 week. And this is number 1, get rid of belly bloating. Do you know why your waist is big? If you think it's just because of belly fat, you could be wrong. It could also be because of excess air and excess water, and you need to get rid of them. So get rid of the excess air. How do you do that? By avoiding carbonated drinks, sodas and such. So all carbonated drinks. Next is eat slowly. Because when you eat too fast, you swallow air which is accumulated in your stomach. So avoid eating fast and mindlessly. Then with water, how do you get rid of it? Avoid salty foods. Because sodium leads to accumulation of water. Next, drink lots of water. Drink more water. Most people think that avoiding water will help get rid of the water weight, but it's the opposite. When you drink more water, your body gets rid of the excess water through urine and sweat. But if you don't drink water, it holds on to water. So follow these strategies and also eat more fiber, because fiber is going to improve your digestion and bowel movement. Also, food accumulating in your stomach for long duration could also make your belly look bigger. The next step will rapidly shrink your waist. And this is number 2, walk 15,000 steps a day. Why 15,000 and not 10,000 steps a day? Because the more steps you walk, the faster you will burn calories and the faster your waist will shrink. So 15,000 steps is a number that I've seen work very well for my clients. Now, this number can be intimidating if you've not been walking and you can only manage 4,000 steps a day. But you can actually get there by using a very simple strategy of gradually increasing your steps. Walk an extra 500 steps every day and keep increasing until you get to 15,000 steps. Now, if you can't maintain 15,000 steps long term, what I would recommend you do is do a 15-day challenge. Push yourself to the limit for 15 days, because then you will see the potential of walking that much, and also you will see how you can walk more throughout the day. I have a workout for 15,000 steps on YouTube. So Brian Syuki, 15,000 steps. I'll leave the link in the comments section below. I'll pin it there so that you can do 15,000 steps with this workout. I'll also pin the link to a video on how to walk 15,000 steps every day so that you can learn how to achieve this amazing goal that is completely going to transform your body and improve your overall fitness. The next step will help boost your metabolism and reverse hormonal imbalances. And this is number 3, do strength training. You probably heard this before, and it works whether you're doing bodyweight exercises or lifting weights in the gym. But there are 3 mistakes that most people make that keep them from getting the most out of this type of training. And that's what I want to share with you. And the first mistake you want to avoid, or the first thing that you want to do, is do full body exercises. Having specific days for different muscle groups is not a good strategy for someone who wants to burn lots of calories and build muscle overall. It's a good strategy for bodybuilders, but it doesn't work very well for someone who just wants to lose weight and have a slim waist. Secondly, train the big muscles. All muscles are not created equal. Some are bigger than others. So put more emphasis, even when you're doing the full body workouts, do more reps on the big muscle groups. We are talking about the back muscles, the leg muscles, the glute muscles. Maximize on these muscles, because when you build them, your muscle mass will increase rapidly. Just think about it. If a muscle is this small and you train it, and another is this big and you train it, which one do you think will grow faster? 1% growth of this is bigger than 1% growth of this. So big muscle groups, emphasis. Then finally, progression. And this is where most people fail, because you do the same workouts over and over using the same exercises, the same weights. What you want to do is increase the weights as you get stronger and advance to more challenging exercises if you're doing bodyweight exercises. That way, your muscles will keep being challenged and grow fast. The next step is, number 4, do stomach vacuums. This is an exercise that helps us strengthen the transverse abdominis muscles, or the inner ab muscles. And it's an exercise you can do wherever you are, at home, in the car, at the office, wherever you are. Very simple exercise. All you need to do is suck in your belly as much as possible. Think of it as trying to bring your belly button all the way back to your spine, and then hold. Hold for 10 seconds and do 3 sets. Like we said, progression is key in any type of exercise. So once you get from 10 seconds, you start holding for 15 seconds, 3 times, then for 20 seconds, 25 seconds. So you just hold like this, suck in the belly as much as possible. This is going to strengthen the transverse abdominis muscles and naturally keep your belly slimmer without you sucking in the belly. So do this exercise consistently. The next step is a must if you want a small waist. And this is number 5, eat more plant-based. Why plant-based foods? Because they are low in calories and rich in fiber, which reduces the amount of calories that you consume and enhances weight loss. So increase your intake of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. So here we are talking about lentils, peas, beans, oats, and such. If you do that, your calorie intake will dramatically reduce. You won't even need to count calories. And the research shows that people who eat vegetables first before any other food that they have served tend to consume fewer calories in that meal. So make the habit of eating vegetables first. And also, it's okay to eat the same vegetable if that's what you like. But eventually you want to add variety so that you can make it a lifestyle. Now, if you struggle with eating a plant-based diet, I highly recommend you check out my 6 weeks weight loss challenge, because there I'm going to show you exactly what to eat in every meal. Go to briansyuki.com. You probably know the importance of the next step, but I have to remind you. And this is number 6, eliminate sugar. Eliminate or simply reduce your intake of sugar, because research shows that there is a direct link between sugar intake and waist circumference. People who consume more sugar have a bigger waistline. So cut your sugar intake by avoiding sugary drinks, all sugary drinks, avoid sugary snacks, or stop snacking altogether. And also remember to read labels and use less table sugar. If you do that, you'll be able to lower your sugar intake and consequently shrink your waistline. The last step is very simple and works like a charm. And this is number 7, reduce meal frequency. The more you eat in a day, the more likely you are to consume excess calories. If you're eating 5 or 6 times a day, chances of consuming excess calories are very high. If you're snacking every other minute, chances of excess calories are very high. But once you reduce your meal frequency to twice a day or thrice a day, it will be very easy to control your calorie intake and maintain a calorie deficit. So if you're eating 4 meals a day, reduce it to 3 or 2. If you're eating 3, reduce it to 2. This is what I usually recommend for most of my clients because it's something you can do long term without starving yourself. Remember, the goal is not to starve yourself. You still need to consume enough calories for these 2 meals a day. Just that you're not snacking in between to get the hidden calories that usually cause weight gain for most people. Now, if you need to learn how to implement the 2 meals a day, I also recommend you check out the program, briansyuki.com, or the link in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.